My GE washer just keeps clicking and won't continue the cycle. Tyler helped me with this issue back in April. Is he available to help again? Hello, I sent this message this morning and have not received an email or phone call.
Hello, this is Mark. I'll be assisting you today. You will see some phone call pop-ups. Those are sent by the site automatically. Ignore them if you do not want a phone call. Again, ignore the pop-ups. The site sends those, not me. Can you please provide me with the model number of this washer so I can look up the manual?
GTE 330 asks 0WW.
Thanks. One moment while I look that up.
This happened back in April and a technician helped me reset. It was Tyler Z.
So that I know exactly what is going on with this. You start a cycle. Does water come into washer? Does it agitate? Or does it just click after you press start and no water enters washer?
A little water and then no agitation. It clicks many times. I was able to put it on spin and it did spin and drain water out.
Okay. Thanks. Regarding the clicking noise. Is the clicking noise like a ratchet noise? Or just a click? I'm asking because there is more than one reason why you would hear a clicking noise, but there are a couple of different types of click noises and they mean different things.
It is the clicking that happens when it gets ready to agitate. Same sound as when it releases the lid from locked.
Okay, thank you. That is the actuator clicking. It's a shifter that shifts the gear case from the agitation stage of the cycle and then it shifts it to the spin portion of cycle. That shifter sometimes will get stuck and not shift the gear case properly. You can't reset that, but if this is an issue with the computer board, then you can unplug the washer for 5 minutes, then plug back in. You can then see if that reset the computer board. If that didn't work, then the area below the tub will need to be inspected to see if any parts have failed.
Let me try to unplug for 5 minutes first.
After you get it plugged back in, press and hold the start/pause button for 4 seconds. That is your reset procedure if the computer board is having an issue. Another GE brand reset is to lift and lower the lid 6 times just after plugging back in within 30 seconds. That is another way to reset the washer. If neither of those reset procedures work, then some further investigation will be needed to the area below the tub.
It is filling on small load. We'll see if it agitates next. Click 3 times and now nothing.
Fingers crossed for you.
Clicked 4 more times and just shut off. Not much water.
Were you planning on doing further testing yourself? One thing you can do is to tilt the washer back about 45 degrees, maybe propping something beneath the front so it doesn't fall. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to assist further.
Might take me a bit to do that. Can you wait?
Also, just after you pressed start for the cycle, did the washer do its sensing back and forth just before water starting coming into the washer?
Not sure what you are asking?
When you press start for a cycle to wash, does the basket move in one direction then the other a couple of times? That is the sensing portion of the cycle. Then water should enter the washer.
Now it is locked? Just got it unlocked. We'll unplug again for 5 and reset and watch if tub moves, okay?
That's fine.
Tub is filling again and I am watching with lid opened. What should I look for?
Lid should be closed.
Okay, closed. Water stopped. Has clicked 3 times and nothing is happening. Sounds like something is clicking again 2 times and now nothing.
I've asked about the sensing portion of the cycle. That is what I was looking for information about. Before water enters the washer, does it move in one direction then the other before water come in? Lid needs to be closed.
Okay, I did.
Because the lid is supposed to lock right after you start the cycle. If you have the lid open, it's not going to work properly.
The lid has been closed. Can I talk with you?
You can click on the phone call request and we can talk if you need to. This does sound like the actuator is starting to fail and not shift the gear case from one mode to the other mode. As into the agitate mode. So that click you hear is the actuator shifting the gear case. If it stops after the fill and the click noises, then the actuator needs to be replaced. The part is here at this URL address, https://www.easyapplianceparts.com/partinfo.asps. Inventory equals 1172945 and source code equals 1 and search term equals GTW330 ask 0WW and model num equals GTW330 ask 0WW and model ID equals 6859585. That is if you are planning on replacing the part by yourself.
Okay, do you have repair folks that work with you?
We do not. We are simply a site that assists customers in repairing their appliance themselves or helping diagnose the issue. But I used to work for this company A&E Factory Service ###, and they service the entire US. And they also guarantee their work 100%. That actuator part is actually a common part to go out, as well as the drive belt and pulley. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to assist further. Doesn't affect what you pay at all, just whether or not the site pays me for my time. You can give your rating by selecting one of the 5 stars located on the top right of the question page. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you. I will.
Thanks a bunch, and have a great day.
Where is the survey?
There isn't a survey. Just a rating which it looks like you found. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You are welcome, happy to help.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit justanswer.com/YTHI.